There are many questions that cause arguments amongst mankind. Time travel, global warming, whether you hear Laurel or Yanny. Honestly, we could argue about all these topics for hours. But there's one question that argues a very important point in today's world. Dogs or cats? Chances are you're already set on one or the other, but my goal is to help you consider both sides to this simple question. I have never had a dog or a cat, so I therefore don't have a strong bias. Dogs are considered to be man's best friend. Cats are probably in half of the memes you have saved on Instagram. After researching the influence of both of these animals on people, I have come to the conclusion that it really depends on what you look for in a pet. I will give two scenarios, different people, different opinions, and therefore different pets. Let me introduce Gerald Johansson. Gerald lives with his wife Sherry and their two kids, Gwen and Lucas. Gwen and Lucas have been begging for a dog for the longest time, and Gerald and Sherry just don't know if a dog is the best option. They like to go on hikes and are both avid runners. The whole family tries to go on a walk every day when Dad gets home from work. The Johanssons also really like to go camping, and Gerald is a big-time hunter. Lucas also suffers from severe anxiety at night and sometimes has a hard time going to sleep. Many have suggested getting a dog to help Lucas sleep. After some consideration of these factors, we could conclude that a dog is perfect for this small family. They got a golden doodle and named it Joey. It is Lucas and Gwen's best friend. Joey has also helped Lucas with getting better sleep at night. In this case, the Johanssons would argue that dogs are the best. The quiet, simple, aloof cat is simply not the best choice for the loud, crazy, fun family. Now let me introduce Kathleen Brown. Kathleen is a 75-year-old widow. She lives in Sacramento, California. Her husband died of a heart attack when he was 70 years old. Kathleen has used a walker to get around and has often found herself lonely after her husband has passed away. Her daughter convinced her to buy a cat, and it was the best decision they ever made. Kathleen named her cat Ebenezer, and they are the best of friends. Ebenezer sits at home and sometimes lays next to Kathleen all day and waits for her when she goes to the doctor. The cat also provides entertainment and companionship to Kathleen. The cat can pretty much care for itself and doesn't need to be walked or washed. In this case, Kathleen probably benefited more from a cat than she would a dog. With both of these scenarios, both animals probably would have worked. I'm not necessarily arguing that a dog is best in every situation or a cat is the worst in every situation. The biggest statement that I heard from people who believe that dogs are better than cats is that dogs actually have emotions and show them to their owners. While it isn't entirely true that cats don't show emotions, many dog lovers believe so. Cats have emotions as well and can be great companions to many. I mean, who doesn't love a cute kitten? While many may argue that dogs are better than cats, there are 6 million more pet cats than dogs in the US. However, there are 3% more households with dogs than with cats. People who have cats have a lot of cats. Cats also have more allergies than dogs, and there are more hypoallergenic dogs than cats. There are also a lot more breeds of dogs than there are of cats. In pop culture, cats are often portrayed as evil or malicious. We have probably all heard at least once in our lives that cats are slowly taking over the world, while dogs are almost always portrayed as heroes and best friends, reflecting the global opinion on dogs and cats. With all these arguments and statistics, dogs must obviously be better. But like every other situation, conflict, or argument in the history of this world, it really just depends. Some people may want a fun, loyal dog, and some will want a simple, self-entertained cat. Cats and dogs are both great pets and have changed many lives. Hopefully this controversial topic doesn't change your relationships with your pets too much. After a time, even the dog begins to compromise with the cat.